Hello everyone, Professor Vaibhav Shah here. Hope you have gone through all of my previous lectures of engineering graphics and also the lecture 1, Introduction to Engineering Curves. If not, then before starting this lecture, I insist you to go and check that first to understand the basic concepts and notations to be used. This introduction lecture covers all the basic concepts like what are engineering curves and its application in various engineering fields, understanding of conics with pictorial representation, classification of engineering curves, understanding of various engineering curves and its definitions and nomenclatures that we will be using in our subsequent lectures. In today's lecture 8, we will be learning how to draw parabola by rectangle method or widely known as oblong method. If you like my content and teaching style, then share it with your friends and do not forget to like and subscribe to show your love and support. If you want to get better and in-depth knowledge about the subject, then I would recommend the latest edition of book by author Professor P.J. Shah, which is the standard book referred by engineers all over India. So now let us begin. So now first, step-by-step procedure to draw parabola by rectangle method. So let us start with the step-by-step procedure. So let us suppose we are given with two things. First is your base of your parabola and second is your axis or a height of a parabola is given. So whenever these two data are given, we can start our procedure. So first of all, draw the given base as a horizontal line and find out the midpoint of that base at shown here with point C. Now from this point C, you have to draw the axis or the height of the parabola by this vertical line CD. And after getting this vertical line, you will be constructing one rectangle which will be used to draw parabola in it. So this rectangle is of A, B, F and E. Now enclose that AB and AC, AB and CD in these two equal rectangles such that we are having two rectangles ACDE and second rectangle as CBFD. Now in rectangle ACDE, divide the sides AE and AC into the same number of equal parts. So let's say in our case, we are dividing this line AC and AE into 6 number of equal parts. So we'll be dividing this line and starting numbering from your point A as a 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 point would be your point C. We'll be starting this point numbering from your point A once again 0, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash and 6 dash. Now after that we'll be drawing lines from your 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash connecting your point D, which is also your vertex point of your parabola. So let us connect line, straight line by 1 dash D, 2 dash D, 3 dash D, 4 dash D, 5 dash D. After connecting this line, we'll be constructing vertical line from your points, each of the points. So from point number 5, we'll be drawing one vertical line which will intersect the line of 5 dash D. We'll be drawing one vertical line which is parallel to your line CD. So you will be using your roller scale to draw this line, vertical line from this point 4, so which will intersect your inclined line of 4 dash D. Likewise, we'll be drawing vertical line from 3, which will be touching 3 dash D, from 2, which will be touching 2 dash D, and from 1, which will be touching your 1 dash D. Now we have to draw the similar construction for the right hand side of your rectangle, which is CBFD. So you have to follow the similar procedure to get these points R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. So which are nothing but the intersection point of this vertical line with this inclined line. Likewise, we have got these points on this diagram also, that vertical line intersects this inclined line. Will be having this point as a P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. So we have to just find out this point P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 on the left hand side of your rectangle, and you have to follow the similar procedure to find out this point R1, R2, R3, R4, R5 on the right hand side of the rectangle. Now almost your drawing is over. So what we will do is next is we will just draw with a dark line join these points from your point A P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, point D as a vertex point. Then after R5, R4, R3, R2, R1 and B. Whenever we finish this joining process by a smooth curve, we'll be having this dark curve, which is nothing but your generated parabola. So this is the base of your parabola, which is represented by your line AB, and this is the height or axis of parabola, which is represented by its vertical center line CD. So procedure is very simple. So let us see some example based on this procedure. So now example number 1, a ball thrown in air attains 100-meter height and covers horizontal distance of 150 mm on ground. Draw the path of the ball. So here we can see that ball attains the height of 100 meter. That means this is nothing but your height of a parabola, and it covers the distance of 150 meter on the ground. That means it's a horizontal distance, which is nothing but your base of a parabola. So let us construct first one rectangle with the given height and the distance on the ground, which is 150 mm. So we'll be constructing one rectangle with 150 by 100 mm long. So let us construct one rectangle which shows this is a total 150 mm horizontal distance, 150 meter or 150 mm you can take, and this is a vertical height which is of 100 meter, or you can take in your scale by 100 mm. So now we'll be dividing this vertical line or height of this parabola into equal number of parts. So let us divide this vertical line into 6 number of equal parts. So let us start dividing this vertical line. So before that, we'll be just dividing this into 2 rectangles, equal half of the rectangle. So we'll be working first on the left hand side of the rectangle, and then after we'll be just reproducing this process on the right hand side of the rectangle. So let us start dividing this vertical line into 6 number of equal parts. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 point would be this corner point here. Now let us once again divide this portion into 6 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 portion would be this intersection of this vertical line with this horizontal line. So this is your 6 parts. Now let us give numbering. So starting from this corner point as 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 point would be your corner point on the top. Similarly, we'll be giving numbering on the horizontal line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. After that, what we'll be doing is we'll be drawing line from this one point connecting your vertex point here, and similarly we'll be drawing lines, straight lines from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 which will be connecting to your vertex point somewhere here. So let us draw a line from each of the points. So from point number 2 we'll be drawing one line, point number 3, point number 4, point number 5 to your vertex point. So this is your construction on the left hand side. After that, we'll be drawing similar procedure on the right hand side. So we have to divide this vertical line into same equal number of 6 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Similarly, we have to divide this horizontal line into 6 parts like this. So let us divide this horizontal line into 6 parts. So this is your 6 parts. But remember that your parts will start from this corner point as a 0, and you have to give numbering like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and from this corner point 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. After that, we'll be following similar procedure. Connect your point 1 with your vertex point here, 2 with your vertex point, 3 with your vertex point, 4 with your vertex point, 5 with your vertex point. So this is the basic procedure. After that, we'll be drawing vertical lines from these points. Point number 1. So we'll be drawing vertical line from this point 1. So draw vertical line from your point 1. Then after point 2, draw vertical line from your point 2. And this vertical line should be such that this vertical line should, passing from 1, should touch the inclined line of 1. This vertical line of 2 will touch the inclined line of 2. Similarly, draw the vertical line from 3 to touch the inclined line of 3. Draw the vertical line from 4 to touch the inclined line of 4. And likewise, we'll be drawing from 5. Similarly, follow this procedure on the right hand side. So we'll be drawing vertical line from each of the points to connect the respective inclined lines. After that, we'll be identifying these points. So let us identify these points. So our curve will start from this corner point because this is nothing but your point 0. We'll be identifying this point 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So our curve is made up of total 12 points. So you can give numbering like P0, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6. Why? Because this is a one line point. So this will be P1. This is a point on the 2 number line. So this is a P2, likewise P3, P4, P5, P6. Similarly, this is a 5th number point. So this will be P5, P4, P3, P2, P1, and this will be P0 once again. So after getting all these points, we have to just simply join these points by a dark line. So let us join these points by a dark smooth line. So we'll be having this curve like this, and after completing this curve, it will look like this. So this is nothing but a required parabola. This shows your horizontal distance of 150 meter on ground, and this is your vertical height of 100 meter height which ball attains. So let us see one more example. Construct parabola of base 100 mm and axis length 50 mm using rectangle method. So here we have to use rectangle method once again. So let us start. So here parabola of base 100 mm, that means our horizontal line would be of 100 mm. Axis length is 50 mm, that means the height of the parabola or the central axis is of 50 mm. That means your rectangle would be of 100 mm length and 50 mm height. So first of all, let us draw one rectangle ABCD. So AB is 100 and you have to find out the center point as 0. From that you will be drawing one vertical line of 50, and after that you have to complete this rectangle ABCD. So this is nothing but your ABCD. Now from the 0 line we will be drawing one vertical line which is nothing but here will give us a vertex point which is known as vertex point V. So after that the process is simple. So we have to divide this portion of A0 and AD into some equal number of parts. So here let's say we are dividing this both the lines into 5 number of equal parts. So we'll be starting numbering in this case from this point A as 5 number point. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Similarly, if we have started number from 5, so we'll be starting numbering here once again from 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. After that, we'll be drawing from each of the point lines touching to the vertex point. So let us join 1, 2 vertex points. So 1V, then draw one line, 2V, then 3, 2V, then 4, 2V. After that, simple, we'll be drawing vertical lines parallel to your line AD. So you have to use your roller scale to draw parallel lines to this AD line. So we have to simply draw from this one line, vertical line which is touching your 1V line. Draw vertical line from your 2 point which is touching your 2 line. Draw vertical line from your 3 point which is touching your 3's inclined line. And draw the vertical line from your point 4 which will be touching your 4's inclined line. And 5th point would be nothing but your corner point. After that we'll be following similar procedure on the right hand side of the rectangle. So we will first divide this portion, horizontal portion, into once again 5 number of equal parts. And similarly we'll be dividing this vertical portion of CB into 5 number of equal parts. As always, we'll be starting numbering from this point. So this point would be 5 dash. So this is 4 dash, 3 dash, 2 dash, 1 dash, and this would be 0. After that, if we are starting from this 5 dash, so this must be once again 5 dash, then 4 dash, 3 dash, 2 dash, 1 dash, and 0 dash. Now we'll be joining this 1 dash with vertex point V, 2 dash, 2V, 3 dash, 2V, 4 dash, 2V. And 5 point is obviously the corner point, so we need not to draw any lines from your 5 dash point. Now after that we'll be drawing vertical lines. So let us draw vertical line from 1 dash to touch the 1 dash inclined line. Draw the vertical line from your 2 dash to touch the line of 2 dash V. Draw the vertical line from your 3 dash to touch the line of 3 dash 2 V. And draw the vertical line from your 4 dash to touch the inclined line of 4 dash 2 V. And 5th dash point would be obviously this corner point. After getting all of these points, you have to just use your pencil and you have to draw dark smooth line to complete this curve. And this curve is finally your parabola, which is having 100 mm as a base and height of axis is equal to 50 mm. Very easy examples. So let us see one more example. Construct the parabola of the base 80 mm and axis length 60 mm using oblong method. So here the difference is that the name is changed to this oblong method. So you need not to be confused that oblong method is similar as your rectangle method. So either you can say it as oblong method or you can call it as rectangle method. So there is no need to get confused. So let us start. So here our base is 80 mm. That means our horizontal line would be of 80 mm. And axis length, or you can say the height of parabola, would be 60 mm. So for that we'll be constructing one rectangle of 80 mm by 60 mm. So let's say this rectangle is A, B, F, E. Now after drawing this rectangle, we'll be finding its center point C, which is at the center of this total length 80. So we'll be having this at 40 mm. After that, we'll be drawing one vertical line and we'll call this vertex point as point D. Now first let us work on this left hand side of rectangle ACDE. So what we'll do is we'll be dividing this AC portion into same exact number of equal parts as that of AE. So let us say we are dividing this portion into 6 number of equal parts and we'll start numbering from point A obviously. So let us call this point A as 0. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 point would be nothing but your point C. Now once again let us start from this point A as a 0. So this is 0, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash and this E point would be nothing but your point 6 dash. After getting all these points, we'll be connecting all these points to your vertex point D. So let us draw lines from 1 dash to D, 2 dash to D, 3 dash to D, 4 dash to D and 5 dash to D. Very simple. After that, we'll be drawing vertical lines parallel to the CD line. So let us draw vertical line from 5 touching the 5 dash D line. Draw vertical line from 4 which is touching your 4 dash D line somewhere here. Draw vertical line from your point 3 which will be touching your inclined line 3 dash D somewhere here. Draw your vertical line from your point 2 which will be intersecting your 2 dash D line somewhere here. And draw vertical line from your 1 which will be touching on your 1 dash D line somewhere here. After getting this intersection of all of these lines, we'll be having this point P1 on this 1 dash and 1 line intersection, P2 on this 2 dash line, P3 on this 3 dash line, P4 on this 4 dash line and P5 on this 5 dash line. And P6 point is obviously nothing but your vertex point. So now after that we have to just repeat this procedure on the right hand side. So for that what we'll do is we'll be dividing CB and BF into same equal number of equal parts. So we are dividing this portion into once again 6 number of equal parts. Why 6 parts? Because we have taken this portion into 6 parts. That means we have to compulsory divide this portion into 6 parts. So let us start numbering from this B point as a 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Obviously 6 point would be your point C. Now let us start from 0 here, from B, 0, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash and this must be your point 6 dash which is nothing but your point F in this case. Now let us join this all of these points to your vertex point D. So we'll be joining this 1 dash with D, 2 dash with D, 3 dash with D, 4 dash with D, 5 dash with D. So after joining these points, we'll be just drawing vertical lines from 5. So 5 vertical line will intersect 5 dash D line somewhere here. From 4's vertical line will intersect 4 dash line somewhere here. You have to draw vertical line from 3 to intersect this 3 dash line. You have to draw vertical line from 2 to intersect this 2 dash line. And similarly, we have to draw vertical line from 1 to intersect this 1 dash line. After finding this intersection, we'll be marking these points as R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5, which are the respective points on the line 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash and 5 dash. So now after getting all these points P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and R4, R5, R4, R3, R2, R1, we'll be just joining these points by a dark smooth line. So let us take our pencil and let us join all these points by a dark smooth line starting from your point A itself. So we have to just join these points by a smooth dark curve. So at the end we'll be having this curve generated which is nothing but your parabola which is having 80 mm as a base and 60 mm as a axis height. So this is all from my side. I will be putting down the link in description box below. You can go and check it anytime to learn any specific topic you want. And if you want to learn any other specific topics or facing other difficulties to understand any concepts, feel free and comment below. I am personally giving attention to each of your comments and will try to reply you on your queries almost instantly. Do not forget to share it with your friends and like and subscribe to show your love and support. Keep learning, stay connected. Bye-bye.